Hello, my name is Mars, and welcome back to Shadows over Loathing. We got our first real taste anyway, of the Big Moist and the Gator Men who live here in the last episode. They are tough, so I think I'm actually going to take a break from them for a little bit. There are a few side-questy kind of things that are still waiting for me in other places, so first of all, I haven't forgotten that Greasy Steve is waiting for me. Oh, who's this? On the walk across campus, a head pops out of the storm drain. Haven't seen you around before. Around the sewer? That's strange. I spend a fair amount of time in them. Are you familiar with the greatest hoax ever perpetrated on the student body of the world? No, do tell. Buying new textbooks. It's a scam. There's no reason to buy a textbook new. Spare your wallet and spoil yourself, my friend. Buy your textbook used. May I tempt you? The cover of this textbook should be painted sky blue with clouds on it because it is way over your head. I kind of wasted a little bit of money in the last episode, I feel like, so I'm gonna pass. No thanks, I don't seem to need textbooks for what I'm doing here. Fine, just promise. Don't you ever buy your textbooks new, and don't let them make you think that you gotta. He drops back down into the sewer just as a campus security guard turns the corner on a bicycle. Hello, Steve. What's up with the grim look, Steve? Got a serious job for you this time, kid. It ain't gonna be easy. After those last two jobs, I could do with a challenge. That's an attitude that'll take you far, kid. Maybe right off a cliff, though. So what's the job? There's this vampire, a real mean SOB, that's got one of our capos really steamed. Like, really steamed. As in literally steamed the guy to death. What? It's one of those mist-type vampires, you know? But real hot, and I don't mean hot as in good looking. I see. Maybe. The fight was in the steam tunnels under SIT. We managed to seal the thing up in there, but someone's gotta go take care of it for good. That's where I come in, huh? That's the long and short of it, kid. Here's the combination to the door, but don't go in there half-cocked. He hands you a folded slip of paper and a sack of rotting vegetables. You don't know what kind of vegetables they are, and you're certainly not going to open the bag to find out. Deals your muscle plus sleaze damage. How are these supposed to help? They're not, I just want you to throw them away from me. Or hell, keep them, I don't care. That's kind of a lame thing to do. A lame side quest, alright. So, Rufus's lab is the quickest way to the basement, I think. Oh! Got some money from a vending machine. Alright. This is the locked door. Use the combination Greasy Steve gave you. Steve's note says 1, 2, 3. Jeez, these guys. You dial in the combo and the lock clicks open. Oh, actually. I might need, I feel like my hot armor is not great. Alright. Hot armor by 3. Alright. My hot armor is kind of pathetic. And right now, the flavor of everything. Alright, it's not going to help me that much. You know what I might do before I do this? I think I'm going to go to Crystal Dream Lake. Oh. Dig! I forgot about the night crawlers. How many of those do I have now? 3. How many do I need? 5. Okay. And I'm gonna go to the museum. Fairies. Nah, I don't feel like fighting right now. Oh, I just did those Gator Men. They were nuts. Okay. First of all, I want you to give me some hot armor, Hecate. Yes. And also, I want to dig up the key to Delia's house. Which I suppose I should go back to the past to do. Would it be in front of the house? Ooh, let's do some fishing. Not a lot to get in olden times. Alright. I don't want to bother with that. Alright, where do I look? Alright. Where do I look for the key? Right. I know it's on my notes. No! My personal notes. Delia Putnam's key. Yeah. Let's talk to Delia. Where did you lose your key, Delia? Ask Delia about her key again. Somewhere in the woods outside of town. Okay. The woods. Oh! She said wander. I should wander. Okay. You spent some time poking around in the woods near Sandwich Village with Rufus's metal detector and unearthed a nearly impressive pile of trash before finally finding what you hope is Delia's house key. Self-adhesive rivets, scrap metal. Oh, shielded. That's what the gator had. Chunk of lead, an approximately 240-year-old house key. Then you write Rufus, SIT steam tunnels on the metal detector and stick in the mailbox. Okay? Alright, we got the key. Unlock the door. You brush off as much of the loose rust as you think you can get away with without turning the entire key into loose rust, then slide it into the keyhole and carefully turn it. The lock clicks open and then the key completely disintegrates. You peek in the front door and look around. It looks like nobody's home, which makes sense considering the door was locked. Snoop around. Yeah, I'm not sure I even gave you the choice there. We both knew you were going to choose Snoop. Yeah, but you know, when you give me that kind of option, my gut goes for the goody two-shoes option, so it's dangerous to give me a choice there. An antique dining table, eventually. No witch's brews here, maybe a witch's stew, probably just a regular person's stew. A white ceramic plate painted with a nice forest scene. Pretty. This oil lamp is kind of uncomfortably close to the curtains. You carefully pick up the oil lamp and set it on the mantelpiece. That seems much safer. Did you know that the oil in this kind of lamp comes out of a sperm whale's head? Okay. I don't want to read that. The point being, this lamp is really state-of-the-art technology around here. That's very interesting, thank you. Feel free to pause the video and read this. I'm not finding many jokes as I'm skimming it, so I only like to read the long stuff if I feel like either it's really good prose or, you know, it's gonna award me with a joke sometime. Oh hey, the house isn't burned down. Putnam House, which has nothing particularly unusual about it except that witches live here. Most of the Putnam family's possessions have been stored for cataloging and preservation, but some notable pieces are on display here. Please do not touch. This is a plate that used to be on the Putnam's mantelpiece. It's held up nicely over the past 236 years. The plaque on the plinth says, "This plate commemorates the founding of the town of Sandwich on All Hallows Eve. How witchy can you get?" You take a closer look, and the plate does indeed have a date in the painted filigree around the edge, 31st of October, 1626. Interesting. This iron pan was probably for regular cooking, but we're pretty sure it was also used for making small batch potions sometimes. Okay. I mean, there wasn't much of a reward for that. I suppose. Oh, goodness. Oh, that's where I dug up the grave. I did that. That's right, I did that. There's someone who will be very interested to see this, or at least that you will be very interested to see the look on his face when he sees it. Okay. I guess I'm going back to show Peter Proctor. I don't think that was related to saving Putnam House. There wasn't much of a point to doing that, just doing a good deed. Hey Peter, come here a sec. Huh? What do you want? I've got something to show you from the future. Like I care about anything you'd have to show me from your dumb, poor future. Oh, I think you'd be interested in this. You hold up the rubbing of his tombstone and waggle it in front of his face. Hello, I'm Peter's grave. Well, what? That's right, kid. Duty head, right there in your own gravestone. That's what happens when nobody respects you, because you're an arrogant jerk to everybody all the time. But you're young, and you've still got time to change. See what I'm saying? Okay, fine. I'll try to be nice to the people. Good boy. Now, did that change anything? Not here, I presume. Doesn't change anything in there. Did Putnam House change at all? Peter Proctor can't go in there. Okay. We're just doing right by these kids, I suppose. Maybe I should go down to the root cellar, though. Yeah. Okay. And while we're here... Alright, hold on. Did I get a pickaxe? Did I buy a pickaxe? No. I still have no idea how I'm supposed to do that whole mine thing. Because I swear I bought a pickaxe from that shop, but no pickaxe came of it. I'm gonna keep looking for the night crawlers, though. Not here. The tree. There's one. Nightcrawler. At the crystal store. Your future self turns up again, this time lugging an old wooden crate. Here, take these. Huh? These what? It's a case of antique bandages. They'll come in handy. But I can't use them. I'll have to keep them so I can foist them off on another me to close the loop. You're just sticking me with a pointless errand I'll have to do later. No, dummy. Use these ones, then ask Charles Wallace for the crate of old bandages that Murray left in the storeroom. That's where I got these. But didn't you get them from yourself like I'm doing now? No, I used those. Look, just take them. Geez, you've got a lot to learn about causality. Okay, fine, geez. Alright. Alright. I've got 5 nightcrawlers. Hey, Crystal. I still don't know how to do your quest. Alright. Alright. This is going to take a few steps to actually... Let's talk to the vampires. What's the deal here? Are you demonstrating the vampire evolutionary line or something? What? You know, like the bat evolved out of the cloud, and then the humanoid vampire evolved out of the bat? No, is a bat a caveman vampire? No, if anything, this is more like the 3 states of vampire matter. What? You know, solid, liquid, and gas. Bats are a liquid? Look, the metaphor is not a perfect one. Are we going to fight or what? I'll fight him. Oh, you are nothing compared to what I had to face in the swamp. have left. Alright, you're gonna attack me. Alright. That was easy. Vampire skull cap. +1 muscle. Some vampires have intimidating widow's peaks, but the ones who don't wear these hats that make it look like they have one. Nice. Alright. Yeah, like I was saying, there's a lot of steps to these quests. Move the outhouse to the pet store. Okay. And pet store. Eldritch Mist. Oh, you were startled by a tiny skull painted on the side of a tree. I guess I haven't seen this event yet. You are then unstartled by the realization that it's just a death's head moth. You learned how to deal with these things back in college. You put your face extremely close to the moth and then scream, "Get out of here, you dumb moth!" Startled by your scream, it flies away, leaving only a faint mist which you collect. Alright, send me back. I'm done. As promised, honest pay for honest work. You can't help but think that revolting pay would be more appropriate, but Grady beats you to that thought by pulling a flower pot out from behind the counter and handing it to you with a grin. Potted nightcrawler. A nightcrawler in a vessel full of its own food, which is also its own waste. I'm guessing I put that in my room. Alright. Okay. Now that I have taken care of all of that, I'm going to go back to the vampires. Since I got my hot armor from the cat. I do. Yes, I now have 7 hot armor. There they are. This old disintegrating boiler is currently being powered by a bunch of burning garbage. The vampires seem to be enjoying the hot steam. If you could replace the water in the boiler with holy water, that would put a crimp in their fun. You'd only need about 100 gallons of it. Where am I going to get 100 gallons of holy water? Hey, don't ask me, I'm just suggesting things. Wait, aren't vampires also allergic to running water? Even if it isn't holy? Does steam count as running water? 15 mysticality. Yikes. Come back later, maybe with 100 gallons of holy water. A group of nasty vampires is enjoying the steam. Their boss glares at you malevolently. You seem like you've got something to say. Me? I am merely amused that those mob ruffians have sent a neophyte to clean up a mess which one of their own lieutenants could not. I will boil your blood like a sweet mulled wine, human, and my servants and I will drink a toast to your demise. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was expecting. Let's fight him. Alright. That's weak against cold damage. They're all gonna make me bleed. Alright. I poison them. Okay. Let's see. I have... Okay. I'm gonna want to cure the bleeding. Yeah. Alright. You're weak, vulnerable to cold. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw a bunch of baseballs. Oh yeah. Okay, I probably didn't need the hot armor, but it's fine. Okay. Ooh, I can fish in the boiler. Handful of steam, deals 5 hot damage. Okay. Alright. I swear I had some cheese that I made. I want to go back to that restaurant. Because I really like the armor that the potion that I currently have, and I want to buy a bunch of those. Yeah. And also, do you have barbecue sauce? No. Okay. Alright. I got a message. Oh, from Rufus. The number you have dialed is not in service. Please hang up and... Rufus? Oh, it's you, Vivian. Sorry about the subterfuge. I had to tap into the university line to get a phone down here, and that isn't strictly speaking legal. Anyway, I think I figured out the next step in building my quantum telecommunications device. Can you come to my lab as soon as possible? Okay, see you soon. Alright. Oh. I also wanted to hand some stuff in at the bar. I found this crate of bass oil. I don't think people are going to like this very much, but you're the boss. I found some olives. Fantastic. Our martinis have been a little lackluster, I must admit. Alright. Let's see. What are my effects? I might want to adjust my boons a little bit. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Let's go see Rufus. Scrape up some ooze. Nice. So what's the next step? I don't have to go back in the sewers, do I? Oh no, this is much more straightforward. Well, your part of it will be anyway. That's what I like to hear. I need some way to broadcast the quantum signal from this Fishman Pearl over as broad an area as possible. And I figure the most robust transmission network available is the commercial radio band. The nearest broadcast tower is the Radio Shack in WGCR in Big Moist. Okay, what do I do there? Just take this transmitter I've built and plug it into their console. You don't really understand what this machine does, but Rufus asked you to hook it up to a different machine that you also don't know what it does. That will transmit a special frequency out over the radio. Then I just need a bunch of different test readings so I can adjust the signal for latency, data loss, and so forth. All you have to do is find as many random radios as you can, tune into WGCR, and use this receiver to test the transmissions. At least 10 different radios should be enough. Let's call it 11 just in case. Okay, so the radios are important now. Gotcha. Any potions I can make? Ooh. Yeah, I think I'm good for now. Can we test it on this radio? No. Oh, or do I need to go to the radio tower first? Okay, yeah. I think I need to do the radio tower first. Let's turn the quest with Gracie Steve. I forgot I had to do that. This must be SIT's math department. You can tell because there's a bunch of loose math flying around, making a ruckus. And I mean a physical ruckus, not the sort of ruckus you get when someone tries to argue that .999 repeating doesn't equal 1. Yell at the math. Hey you, math, get out of here. The math indicates that you have its attention somehow and moves towards you in a menacing way. Oh, you think you frighten me just because I seem like a beef neck? You don't scare me. I've got all your numbers. Go on, get the heck out of here, or I'll factor you down so small they'll have to invent whole new systems of math incorporating discrete fractions of infinitesimals. Math flinches and drifts away sheepishly. That's right. Alright. I'm ready to get my gabagool. Kid, I honestly didn't expect to see you again. You got a real talent. It was nothing. Nah, don't sell yourself short. You got a real future in the organization. That's probably the last job you'll be getting from me. You've dealt a fatal blow to the bloodsuckers in this territory, so if the boss has any more work for you, it'll be somewhere else. Good luck, kid. Thanks, Steve. See you around. No. I want my gabagool. 700. Nice. Woo. Okay. I think that now we will check out this radio tower. A flash of light cuts through the trees. The glare passes, and then you see it, poking its head out above a canopy. A telescope. Why, you fancied a telescope ever since you were a young girl. You'd press your nose to the window of the telescope shop for hours, and the proprietor would run out and threaten to chain your glue to the tripod. And I still want a telescope. And you've waited long enough. Go and get your telescope. Telescope at a treehouse. Nah, I'm gonna check out the Radio Shack. I'm on this side quest kick, so I just want to see where it leads me. Close it. Do I have? Yes. I bought all these things. Now do I get... Do I get new things now? Maybe not. Another one of those Gatorman campsites. Maybe the ones who kidnapped Charles came this way? This campsite is similar to the previous one. A lot of Gatorman tracks and a lot of discarded trash. These Gatormen sure are slobs. You also find a 15 by 16 inch combination wrench labeled CW. Looks like you're on the right track at least. Okay. Oh, I'm stuck. Yeah. I should probably go back to Sprig the cat. Door appears to be unlocked, or should I pry them apart? Ah, those bricks were there to cover up the fact that this brick was missing. Lamest conspiracy ever. Oh goodness. There's some guys hanging out here looking stoic and cool. And also a Gatorman with more than the usual allotment of teeth. Hi, who are you guys? We are radio technicians. Why are you standing in here in the dark? Why not? It is radio. There is nothing to see. Well, you got me there. That machinery looks weird. Are you speaking of the battery units that appear to be powered by outer space? Or some form of negative energy or something like that? Yeah, that's strange, right? They are not standard issue, it is true. So what? I cannot tell you any more about them. Aw. So what's this stuff for? Always busy questions. Sorry, I have a curious nature. I will not reveal to you our employer's plans. Their plans to use this equipment to broadcast her voice across this country once she has assumed full control of the government. Please? No, stop asking. The president. Alright. Ooh. There are a couple of pieces of tape stuck in one of the bricks here. The two holes you've opened in the walls are letting swamp water in and also out again. You might expect them to cancel each other out, but guess not. Fluid dynamics are a mystery to me. Okay. This seems like a whole thing that I'm gonna get into if I attack these guys. So I think I'm gonna save that for next episode. I have been Mars, and I will be back with more Shadows over Loathing.